Most men think compliments make a woman like them. But what if I told you that the right words could make her obsess over you? Pause. Let that sink in. See, the problem with most guys is that they use the same predictable compliments every woman has heard 1,000 times before. You're beautiful. You have a great smile. Or, I love your vibe. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. These compliments feel good for a moment, but they don't leave an impact. They don't make her think about you when you're not around. They don't make her crave your presence. But there's a different way, a smarter way, a way to compliment her that doesn't just flatter her, but hooks her mind, makes her intrigued, makes her see you as different from every other guy she's met. It's about psychology, about planting a seed in her thoughts so that even when you're gone, you're still in her head. Today, I'm going to give you 3 forbidden compliments that do exactly that. Compliments so powerful, they'll make her feel something she's never felt before. Let's get into it. 1. There's something about you that I can't quite figure out. This is more than just a compliment. It's a psychological trigger in the game of attraction. It taps into one of the most powerful forces in a woman's mind, the desire to be understood. Most men throw out predictable compliments like, "You're gorgeous," "You have a great smile," or "You're fun to be around." They're pleasant, sure, but not memorable. They lack emotional depth and fail to create the intrigue that makes someone unforgettable. But when you tell a woman, "There's something about you that I can't quite figure out," you introduce mystery into the conversation. You make her wonder what it is about her that captivates you. And here's the genius of it. You're not telling her what makes her special. You're making her prove it to herself. Why does this work so well? It makes her feel unique. Women don't want to be just another pretty face. They want to feel like they have something rare that sets them apart. Many women, especially those who are frequently complimented on their looks, have built up an emotional resistance to generic praise. But when you introduce a layer of ambiguity, suggesting that there's something about her that even you, a confident and perceptive man, can't quite pinpoint, you're telling her she has a depth that goes beyond the surface. It creates tension. The most powerful connections are built on a mix of certainty and uncertainty. You show interest, but keep her guessing, which fuels curiosity. Studies in psychology suggest that people are more attracted to things that remain partially unresolved. This is called the Zeigarnik effect, which states that the human mind retains and fixates on unfinished tasks or unresolved situations. By making a woman feel like there's an open-ended mystery about her, you ensure she keeps thinking about what you see in her. It engages her emotions. This compliment forces her to reflect on herself in a way she likely hasn't before. She will start analyzing what makes her different in your eyes, meaning she's already investing in the interaction. The more someone thinks about you, the stronger their emotional attachment becomes. It subtly shifts the dynamic. Instead of you trying to win her over with flattery, she is now unconsciously working to prove herself to you. This reverses the usual dating dynamic where men are expected to impress women. By making her curious about what you see in her, you're creating an irresistible emotional pull. The effectiveness of this compliment isn't just in the words, it's in the way you deliver it. Tone, timing, and body language are key. She says something interesting. You pause, tilt your head slightly, look at her with genuine intrigue and say, "You know, there's something about you I can't quite figure out." The pause is critical. It makes her feel like you're truly considering her, analyzing her in a way that others don't. She does something unexpected. You smirk, lean in slightly, and say, "You're not like most people I meet, but I can't figure out why." Delivered with a half smile, this makes her feel both special and a little mysterious in your eyes. She surprises you with an insight or reaction. You let the moment linger, exhale softly, then say, "I have a feeling there's a whole side of you most people never see." This is powerful because it suggests depth. She now wants to reveal more of herself to you. The psychological impact. What happens after you say this? Watch for these subtle but telling shifts in her body language. Her pupils may dilate slightly, a subconscious sign of increased interest. She might lean in closer, signaling engagement and attraction. She could start mirroring your body language, an indicator of subconscious connection. Her tone may soften as she begins opening up more emotionally. And most importantly, she will replay your words later. She'll lie in bed at night and wonder, what does he see in me? Why can't he figure me out? The moment a woman starts thinking about you when you're not around is the moment attraction turns into obsession. Using this to deepen attraction. This compliment is just the beginning. Once she is hooked on the mystery, you can layer in deeper conversations to make her feel an even stronger connection. Ask open-ended questions that force her to reveal more about herself. What's something about you that most people don't know? Playfully challenge her self-perception. I bet you think you're easy to figure out, but I'm not so sure. Reveal something personal about yourself after she shares something deep, reinforcing the idea that you're both discovering each other. In the words of Carl Jung, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. This line, when delivered right, creates that transformation. Use this wisely and watch as the dynamic between you and her shifts in ways you never expected. 2. I feel like there's a side of you that most people never get to see. This isn't just a compliment, it's a psychological key that unlocks her emotions. Most men rely on shallow flattery. You're so beautiful. You're really funny. I love your vibe. These might earn a polite smile, but they won't leave a lasting impact. But this sneaks past her defenses. It makes her stop and think, what does he see in me that others don't? And the moment she starts wondering that, you're no longer just another guy. You're the one who understands her in a way no one else does. Why is this so powerful? It tells her she's more than what people see. You're recognizing something deeper than just her appearance. Many women feel defined by their looks, but when you suggest she has hidden depths, it sets you apart. It makes you stand out. You're not like every other guy who compliments her looks. You see beyond that. This immediately makes her intrigued by you. It makes her want to prove you right. If you suggest she has a hidden side, she will unconsciously start revealing more of herself to you. This deepens the emotional connection because she feels understood in a way most people don't offer her. The psychological impact. Women, like everyone, have a public persona, a way they present themselves to the world. But beneath that, they have layers, insecurities, dreams, passions, and quirks that most people overlook. When you acknowledge those hidden layers, you validate her deeper self, making her crave more of that connection with you. According to psychologist Carl Jung, people have both a persona, the face they show the world, and a shadow self, their private, unfiltered side. When you hint that you can see beyond her persona, you tap into a fundamental human desire to be truly known and accepted. How to say it? Timing and delivery are everything. This compliment should never feel forced. It works best when she naturally reveals something about herself that seems unguarded or genuine. She shares something personal. You pause, make eye contact, and say, I feel like there's a side of you most people never get to see. She lets her guard down, laughing in a way that feels raw. You smirk and say, I don't think most people get to see this version of you. She does something unexpected that contradicts how she usually presents herself. You tilt your head and say, this is interesting. I bet people don't realize this about you. The secret ingredient. The pause. The way you deliver this is just as important as the words themselves. A slight pause before you say it adds weight to your words. It makes her feel like you are genuinely recognizing something unique about her in that moment. Too fast? It sounds rehearsed and loses impact. Too slow? It feels unnatural and awkward. Just right? A slight pause that makes her feel you've made a spontaneous observation about her. The shift in dynamic. This isn't just a compliment. It's a psychological shift in the interaction. Instead of you trying to impress her, she starts wanting to impress you. She starts revealing more about herself, deepening the bond between you both. It plants a seed in her mind, making her crave more moments of vulnerability with you. And the more she feels she can be her true self around you, the more she will associate you with emotional intimacy and deep attraction. 3. I can't decide if you're trouble or exactly what I need. This isn't just a compliment, it's a psychological trap. Most guys place women in control with compliments like, "You're amazing, I love your energy, you're the most beautiful girl I've ever met." These put her on a pedestal, letting her decide whether she's interested. This question mark, this flips the script. Now she's the one who has to figure out where she stands with you. And the moment a woman starts questioning whether she's trouble or exactly what you need, she's already hooked. Why does this work? It makes her feel dangerous and exciting. Women love feeling like they have a unique power over a man. This statement makes her feel like she has an unpredictable, electrifying effect on you, a thrill she won't want to let go of. It creates a push-pull dynamic. You're showing interest but keeping a bit of emotional distance. She can't quite tell whether she's winning you over or not, which triggers her competitive nature. It sparks curiosity. She'll wonder, what does he mean? Why can't he decide? And once she starts thinking about you like that, you're living in her mind, rent-free. It subtly challenges her. Instead of just giving her a compliment she can easily accept, this forces her to engage with you. She'll want to prove whether she's trouble or exactly what you need. Either way, she's drawn deeper into your world. She teases you. You smirk and say, "I can't tell if you're trouble or exactly what I need." She does something bold. You give her a slow look and say, "I feel like you're going to be dangerous for me." She surprises you with an unexpected insight. You tilt your head and say, "I don't know whether to run from you or spend more time figuring you out." She gives you a mischievous look. You narrow your eyes playfully and say, "You're dangerous, aren't you?" She challenges your opinion on something. You smirk and say, "I should probably stay away from you." But that's not going to happen, is it? Deliver it slowly, with a hint of mystery in your voice. Let the words sink in. The moment she starts wondering why you think she's trouble, she's already chasing your approval. The more she thinks about it, the more invested she becomes in proving you right, or proving you wrong. Either way, she's hooked. Most men make the mistake of using predictable compliments, ones that women hear every day. But if you truly want to make a woman obsess over you, you need to compliment her in a way that makes her feel something unique. These 3 forbidden compliments work because they do more than just flatter. They create mystery, intrigue, and emotional investment. They make her feel seen but not fully understood, keeping her coming back for more. And that's the secret to making her crave your presence. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.